Except maybe for
Except maybe for
Wangdoodle.
Wangdoodle.
Please, Chad, if there's a doctor in the house, we might need your assistance.
I've been looking for one all this time.
Just put both eyes in the rib cage and call it a day.
Chat, is Wangdoodle cooked?
Potentially.
You know, enough fireballs on the inside, and yeah, it could be slightly rotisserie.
We could do an inside-out kobold smash burger.
Oh God! Why have we come full circle?
Actually, am I the one in the party with the highest medicine check?
Yeah.
You are not.
Okay, good.
Wisdom is medicine, so medicine is wisdom. So that was C-Swab, yeah, because he has the highest wisdom in the party.
Swab is one higher than Grabella.
But mind you, no one is trained in it, so everybody just has a kind of cursory knowledge of if there's a hole in a person, you might want to plug it up.
Yeah.
It is actually marked as proficient on my sheet.
Yeah, in my backstory, I put that Grabella could, like, combat medic, but this is not that. This is something else.
Oh, yeah, you are proficient in... So you're proficient in it, but your wisdom score is just low. While C-Swab's wisdom is higher.
Yeah, my survival is high.
I are smart.
You are smart. Oh, wait, no, Wangdoodle might have the highest medicine in the group. Ah, self-surgery. Good.
We need a doctor. We're in one!
Oh my god, yeah, that is actually correct, Wangdoodle. I guess you have a +6 to your medicine?
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm proficient in medicine.
This is what happens when you get rid of your not a cleric.
Grabella, I regret to inform you that Azrael did not have medicin as a proficiency.
Yes.
Oh no.
Well, he had
as if that was a shock.
The magical boobies.
No, if casting magic on somebody does not fix their problem, Azrael's straight up out of ideas.
True.
But when does it not?
We could kill them and bring them back. They'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Azrael's healing flowchart is are they moving? Yes, no. Try heal. Did work? No. Try resurrection?
Kill and bring back?
If still doesn't work, animate dead.
God. Terrifying.
And that's what we love.
When you realize animate dead spells basically just doing weekend at Bernie's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what the entire HR department consists of.
Yeah, they're all undead.
Raised by Azrael and pressed into service with Grabella. At least 2 of them were murdered by Kozlo.
They deserve it.
After we yelled at Tugum not to murder them and don't be mean, don't murder, we don't murder minions, and then Kozlo promptly murdered minions.
They deserved it.
And nobody held Kozlo responsible for that.
Kozlo is an extremely responsible individual. How could you not do this?
True.
So I have a question.
Oh, I have so many questions, but go ahead.
Is there a time limit on how long someone has to be dead for animate dead to be effective?
I think there is a limit. Let's see.
I don't think they're actually
dead for so long means more than, like, if they just died, you could probably automatically do it.
Because Finger of Death literally applies the animate dead functionality instantly. So I think you just got to be neat.
It says it creates an undead servant. You choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. It does not say that they had to be dead long. And then it brings them to life, raising them as an undead creature. They become a skeleton if you choose bones, or a zombie if you choose a corpse. So if it's just a very recently dead person, you reanimate them as a zombie. If they're
I
very
think
dead.
you can still choose skeleton. You just specifically only want to animate the skeleton, which is even more horrifying.
Oh god.
Just like all the meat suit sloughs off, I guess.
Huh. Does it choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range? So it has
Oh,
to
it
be.
doesn't. Oh, the choice is not on the which one you res.
No, so it is whatever you point at. It is either the bones or a corpse. The
Well,
corpse
that's-
it's a zombie, if it's bones, it's a skeleton.
Guess we're making a stew.
Gross. I mean, you can always remove the meat and then make the bones.
Yes, hence the stew.
Yeah, throw them in a pot, boil that shit for 4 hours.
Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew.
And then you got Frank too. Hello, everybody. Okay. All right. Before we actually make Frank 2. Hello, everyone.
Late.
Electric Boogaloo.
Welcome back to Arctis. It is another happy Monday, and we are still in Wangdoodle's flesh prison. Yippee. Wangdoodle unfortunately lost his skeleton in the Great Sloe Incident of 2026, and now is looking for a way to build a new one. Rather than finding his old skeleton, which is probably out walking along the floor of the ocean as we speak, Wangdoodle has decided to build a new skeleton, new and improved Wangdoodle, made out of Feronian brass. However, you have two ingredients right now, Feronian brass and a pile of flesh that was Wangdoodle, temporarily polymorphed into an adult blue dragon. As you all thought you could possibly regrow bones, your friend Catherine Ravensblood informed you that you cannot regenerate something from nothing, and there has to be some remnant of bones left in Wangdoodle's poor body. And so, building a new skeleton is the best idea. But our artificers were, down one person because Wangdoodle was currently a dragon, and two, I don't think Kozlo's ever built a skeleton alive. So, Kozlo's built his share of bombs, but perhaps not a skeleton. And so
He
you
made
have
a skeleton out of bombs.
Dynamite,
That is true. If the dynamite were bones. And, we also could have gone that route. It just would have made Wangdoodle a little bit more unstable than he currently is. But instead, we have decided to create the skeleton out of brass, and you've enlisted the help of a master artificer, Alara's husband, and now adorable teddy bear, Cronus the Nasty. While he was asking Wangdoodle some curious questions about, well, questionable ethical artificer concerns, he wanted to know how far Wangdoodle wanted to, modify his skeleton. And thus, a few improvements have been made to Wangdoodle's skeleton, which will allow you to couple very interesting powers once this is all said and done. There was only one problem. There was still sloe left in Wangdoodle's body, after he had taken the sloe from the Elder Tempest in the Plane of Air. It was important to purge the body of sloe, lest that be jiggling around in his body for the rest of the time. And thus, you have all had your own roles in the Wangdoodle transfer. Kozlo had been appointed to building a sphere, a very bomb-looking sphere, that would contain any of the sloe that you found within Wangdoodle's body, sucking it out with efficiency. Rain would help render Wangdoodle unconscious while the procedure happened, while Catherine slowly regenerated the remaining muscle around Wangdoodle's new skeletal structure. Sea Swab would zap Wangdoodle's heart, giving him the final pulse of life needed. And Grabella would protect everyone while this delicate procedure was happening. With all of your roles set, Catherine got to work. But unfortunately, the sloe's crazy wild magic nature has changed everyone's plans, and instead of shunting Wangdoodle's consciousness into the dream, everyone's consciousness is now inside Wangdoodle, as you roam around his body, magic school bus style. You all started in the left foot and have wriggled your way to Wangdoodle's guts, where you found animated gore, bits of sloe fused with flesh that was writhing around in Wangdoodle's body. Alara had said, put everything right, and thus this was your purpose inside Wangdoodle's body. After finding pockets of cyst-like sloe, Kozlo and his Feronian brass sphere slurped them up and destroyed any of the corrupted veins that were pumping this taint around Wangdoodle's body. You all made your way from the guts to the right leg, where Wangdoodle and Kozlo discovered angry white blood cells who seemed to be eager to attack any invaders to Wangdoodle's body, and anything that it considered foreign would certainly be destroyed. But Kozlo, with quick thinking, cast Spider Climb and began walking on the walls, easily avoiding some of the white blood cells that were creeping across the floor. And thus Kozlo made it to the right foot, where not only did he discover a cyst-like pocket of sloe, but he also discovered that Wangdoodle's eyeball was sitting in his own heel. Wangdoodle had cleverly cast Enlarge Reduce on the eyeball, making it small enough to move through the orifice that Kozlo had created. And you began moving the eyeball back in the general direction where it belonged. You have one eyeball currently located in Wangdoodle's chest. Now, you have found Wangdoodle's ribcage, and his heart was buried under a pile of flesh in the northwestern part of the room. And with a little bit of help from a very strong Grabella, you put the heart back into place. At the south part of the room was a disgusting green bile duct. And with some quick thinking, you smeared the bile all over yourselves, and now were masqueraded from the white blood cells and were no longer considered foreign invaders. Though the white blood cells might catch on to your ruse if you lingered too long, they were no longer immediately hostile once you entered. Now, as Rain had investigated the neck chamber, he had discovered that the corrupted veins had formed a nexus in the base of Wangdoodle's spine at the entrance to his skull. This is where all of the veins that were being polluted by the sloe were coalescing into a massive clump of flesh that was barring you from entering the skull. The only solution was to finish purifying the sloe in Wangdoodle's body, find these cyst-like pockets, drain them, and render the veins in. We will begin now, as you all are in Wangdoodle's chest cavity, with one eyeball secured. You do not know where the second eyeball is, and you know that through the east corridor is the neck chamber, where the nexus of veins intertwined at the base of Wangdoodle's skull. There are two small, swollen muscular channels. We'll call them doors. To the north and to the south. Presumably where Wangdoodle's shoulders are. But the muscles are so swollen that you can't even see the hole that they... What do you all do?
Which is your dominant hand, Wangdoodle?
Uh, technically my right.
So we should save your right hand for sure. To the right.
Yeah.
Would be
I mean,
north.
whatever, whatever we can't save, we can. Well, no other way to say it. Rebuild.
Kozlo holds up a few sticks of dynamite, vaguely forming them in the shape of a hand.
I like where you're going with that, and you just gave me a great idea.
Bomb
If we get out of
hands!
this, yeah, pretty much like that. We'll talk about it later.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't brandish the dynamite quite so closely to Wangdoodle's recently reinstated heart, though.
You are standing on his rib cage, and the the heart is right under you.
Just thinking out loud.
We never get to have any fun.
You
We
literally
use the dynamite to lose fingers when we're celebrating 4th of July.
threw a fireball into Wangdoodle's digestive tract. How was that not fun for you? Think of the thought that emerged on the other end for Alara and Catherine. Okay, great. Who wants to open up Wangdoodle's shoulder blade?
Yeah, all right.
Kozlo, as you get closer to this entrance, you see all the muscles coalescing on a singular point. However, if you would call this a door, the hole that they make is maybe the size of a quarter, and it's covered in ribbed flesh. You cannot see through it. Dark beam.
We might need a little bit more massage action on this.
Well, we can slow down its action with some more cold. Guess this is going to be really weird. Wangdoodle raises his right hand to touch on the joint, and we're gonna chill it and see if we can pull it back.
As you touch it, Wangdoodle, you notice that the flesh is abnormally hot.
Oh. That's not normal. That's a bit hot. Let's get that down and see what happens.
All right. Cast frostbite on the swollen flesh. As the frost takes hold and the cold courses through your shoulder, you feel the swelling go down, and the door begins to open.
What was that sound effect?
Just the sound of the Feronian brass bones rubbing together. Kozlo, as you are standing in front of the door as it opens, a wave of heat blasts you in the face. It is so hot in there, and it makes your eyes water. It's like opening a stove with your face right in front of it. Inside the arm, the flesh walls are bright red, and the walls are pulsing, swollen around the joints of the newly installed Feronian brass bones. You do see veins of corruption squeaking through the swollen flesh. One is resting just right on his scapula. And there is another further beak. However, that heat is dangerous. What do you all do?
I'm gonna stay here and try to keep this cool so you know, You guys can move through?
Can anybody see the source of this heat?
No.
Rain, as you step forward and get right in front of the door, heat also blasts you in the face. You have a feeling if you enter that room, you are going to become quickly exhausted. But you can see, as you stare down at the bones on the arm, the connecting tissue is red and laced with white pus. There are 2 of these corrupted veins connected. The new forming tissue looks to be causing some sort of infection.
Gross.
Wangdoodle, why is there jizz in your arm?
That is a very good question. I would like for the people who are in charge of putting my body together answer that question, please.
There is no answer from beyond.
I know this is still working. You can't hide from this.
The cold that has left the door open, slowly wearing off. The door begins to slowly close as the muscles decompress and become choked with infection once again.
Like a steroid shot.
It's very gradual, but you can see the walls that are this door begin to close again. You'll have to decide, and soon, unless you want Wangdoodle to be constantly casting frostbite or open, which could cause permanent.
So we think we probably have to clear out that infection, right? Over there? Wangdoodle,
Yeah.
how big is the... Or sorry, Kozlo, how big is your little syringe thing?
Kozlo holds it up.
It's about the size of a softball.
Oh, okay. Kozlo, can you mage hand it over there? Is that a thing that you can do?
Mage, what?
Like this. And Raid summons her mage hand and like floats it right in front of one of Kozlo's gigantic orbs he calls eyes.
Oh! No, I can't do that.
Oh. Well, do you just stick it in the thing and then click a button? Is that how this works?
Probably.
Maybe.
Kozlo doesn't really know how any of his stuff works. It just does.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do that.
How about this? How about you demonstrate what you've been doing with it so far, and I will just watch very closely.
Kozlo just kind of holds it up and looks at it. And he's like,
Well, there's nothing for me to stick it in.
Well, but pretend there's a big grody vein right in front of you, but don't stab it into like anything.
Well, if I don't stab it in anything, it's not gonna work.
I do understand that, but like pretend. Have you ever played pretend, Kozlo?
No, I didn't have Nintendo when I was a kid.
I was definitely expecting something like, yeah, I pretend to like C-Swab every day.
Whoa!
God.
My mom wouldn't buy me pretend. She said it was too expensive.
There you go.
She said pretend will rot your brain. Make you violent. That's why I turned out so well adjusted.
Good God.
I don't know. I really actually don't know what to do in response to any of this information I'm learning.
So in my head, the device that Kozlo has made will literally only work if it's like being used. Because it's like it has to the way that Kozlo's artificer magic works is very much like it needs to do the thing. So whatever needs to be put together to do the thing will do the thing. But if it's not doing the thing, then there's nothing to put together to do the thing.
Hmm.
Okay. So it means that we're going to have to hurl Kozlo in there.
Well, I mean, you could just grab it with your little ghost hand thingy.
Well, that's why I was asking. Could you point to the buttons that must be pressed or whatever levers or switches that need to be flipped when you use the thing?
Kozlo kind of rolls it over in his hand and is like,
Or are there just none and you just stick it in things and it just somehow works?
Wait, hold on, I got an idea.
and Kozlo like he tinkers with it for a second and he just like glues a button. It's not attached. Like there's nothing attached to this button. He just glues a button to the side of it.
Yeah, that. Push that. That'll work.
Okay. Great. Rain will take Kozlo, whatever eldritch horror Kozlo has assembled, with her mage hand. And she will float it over. Yeah, we got enough space. She will float it over to the big spooky thing on, we're going to call that Wangdoodle's elbow.
Okay. It's a good thing to call it.
And she's going to, it has like a pointy end. She's going to insert the pointy end and click the button that Kozlo has just adhered to this thing.
Kozlo, what happens when she clicks the button?
Oh, it would completely and totally work.
Oh.
It's literally there just for Rain's benefit. It's a placebo button.
The little device makes a strange whirring sound and begins to suck up any sloe that is left in the infection. After a little while, the flesh becomes significantly less red. However, the connective tissue is still there, but the veins that are connected to it desiccate and snap off the walls, landing on the ground. The damaged tissue is still there, and Rain, since you're by the door, you can sense the heat levels going down just slightly, very slowly. Are you going to wait it out? Or are you going to see if the infection clears? You're not sure how long it will.
Okay, so it's an infection. So I think that this should work. Rain is going to put her hand just on the inside of this, we're going to call it this arm corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to use her one charge of heal. On the infected shoulder situation. Which one of the things it does do is removes any diseases affecting the target.
Well done, Rain, and I will actually give you an inspiration point. Rain, as you cast heal on the arm, the infection rapidly begins to clear. The bad flesh connecting the elbow together disappears entirely, and all that is left is the wrinkled bit of this northern vein on the ground. There's only one more vein left, the one right in front of you, that's just draped across Wangdoodle's scapula. But the temperature in the room now reaches a comfortable level, and you feel like you can safely enter without being hurt.
Rain will float over Kozlo's device back to him, and as she hands it over, like the little button that's just attached with like some fucking chewing gum just kind of like flops off.
Kozlo, you gain your slow sphere back.
Hooray!
He like sneakily takes the taped on button off of the side of it and puts it back away.
Yeah, you never know when having that button is going to be useful.
Exactly.
So this one right in front of Rain right now is still active, though.
That is correct. It is pulsing.
Okay, Kozlo, you might want to deal with this one too, real quick. And Rain is going to like climb around it to explore the rest of the situation in here.
Kozlo will slurp the thingy through whatever means that is normally done.
The little needle comes out of your slow sphere. Jam it in and perform your questionable artificer magic. The gears turn. It makes slow sucking. The vein desiccates and snaps off the wall. Like I said, before, like a dried Cheeto. Rain in
There's another sphincter over here.
Rain in front of you, this wall is lined with muscle. However, the strands in front of you seem to be shimmering in and out of existence. They're very, very tiny. And you see little, like, intertwining strands, making almost a figure eight. Sometimes there's one, sometimes there's two, sometimes there's three. And they kind of shimmer out in and out of existence in front of your very eyes. It looks very strange. Rain, you can make me a Arcana or a Medicine check. It will be Arcana with disadvantage.
Well, that's still a huge difference, so we'll take our chances with disadvantage.
Holy crap! A 31.
I mean, we're plus 17 on Arcana, so...
This is magical essence. Some of the building blocks of Arcana. A very basic level. The slow has made them visible, twisted them. Might need to be realigned. You might be able to do it, Rain. You'll just have to press your hand against the door and concentrate. If you want, Rain, you can click strands.
Okay. Oh, it's a sliding puzzle. Well, something.
Oh no, that's crazy.
I summoned Sea Swab.
Nope. Rain triggered it. It's his puzzle.
Hers, sir?
The shimmering arcane strands shimmer in and out of existence as you place your palm across the muscle. This magical essence, the building blocks of Arcana, you can see before your very eye. They're all out of order, need to be balanced.
Like one and... Oh, okay, so it's like a... Wait, is it a memory puzzle?
Hmm.
Can you guys all see this?
I clicked on the door so I can see it, yeah.
If you'd like
I
to
have
see what
not.
Rain is doing, you can also click on the door.
Take
View
a
is
look.
shared.
Oh, if I multi-click it, okay.
Hmm.
So... So there's single strand, double strand, triple strand, quadruple strand, and nothing. So, but the images don't seem like they line up with each other, at least as far as I can tell. Yeah, I'll just fake everything. Here we go.
Wangdoodle Rain is messing with your DNA. How do you feel? You might come out of this slightly different.
You know, it. Did Rain do it? Did the sloe do it? Did what happened? Who knows? At this point, I'm surprised I haven't developed any other superpowers or immediately terminal illnesses.
Oh, so the ones that started. Okay, so the ones that started revealed are locked.
I mean, technically, depending on what school of medicine you follow, you could make a better or different version of Wangdoodle if you change his DNA around.
Yes,
Oh.
change him DNA.
Okay, so sorry, just so I can visualize this better, making these go away. Okay. Do you have any ideas here about what we're aiming for?
Also, if you try to unlock it without properly sequencing Wangdoodle's DNA, there are consequences.
Oh, fun.
So
Okay.
I would
The
not
urge
try
to just
to
spam unlock just to
force
see what
the
happens.
lock. And Wangdoodle, I think you know what's gonna.
So there
My
are
favorite consequence.
Okay,
there
so
are 3 4 strands, 1 3 strand, and 2 1 strands. But there's also a 2 strand that can be made.
and these like slide, or you just kind of click through them. Okay.
Nope. So the ones that you can see are all locked. You can't change them. All the other ones you can cycle through to any of the other variants. So my thinking right now is that it's maybe like a Sudoku, like 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
And we can only have one of each in each row and each column. That's like my thinking so far. I don't know how you guys feel
Sure.
about that thought process.
Makes sense, but
Then
I'm very.
that'll be what we're currently looking at. I don't. No, we can't. That can't be.
Yeah, that can't be that.
That can't be a 4.
So left and right of like column A and row A are work. Well, no, wait. Oh, because that one can't move. Okay. That has to be 2, and that has to be 3.
Well, this one can move as well. But this one would have to be 1.
I think this is correct in like the first row and the first column. Like I think this is what it has to be.
So then the 4 would have to be second column, second row. The 4 has to be there.
So that needs to be the 3. And then that can be the 2. Yeah. I think that's right. Check me.
Well, we can check once for verification. Or we
Well, I
bring
mean, no,
Wangdoodles in it?
no. You guys check the math.
Oh, no, it looks good to me for that.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, it looks correct.
Okay, so if it's a Sudoku, this is correct. But if it's not, Wangdoodle's gonna have like a fourth nose, and we don't want to know where.
Yay! The table of consequences.
All right, since Wangdoodle turned me into a demon, I want the honors of the first unlock.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm only slightly disappointed that it unlocked.
Wangdoodle, you and your friends have sequenced your arcane DNA properly. And the door opens with a shimmer and a slurp. Welcome to your right hand, where the flesh hangs limply around your fingers, and a vein connected to the wall shows a big, sloe-filled cyst right in your throat.
Oh,
These
that's...
bones also don't look like they're in the right spot.
I mean, his foot bones didn't quite fit either. We gotta give it time for the skin to wrap around, right?
It's a little loose right now. It's a little loose.
Sure.
It's got a little extra skin, though.
Look, you give it some time under a heat gun, it'll shrink right up, right to the bones. It'll be great.
There is a pustule in there that you could probably vacuum out, Kozlo. That's all I see, though.
Kozlo steps forward. And we do the slurp.
Right. You jam the sphere into the nodule with another satisfying squelch. Sound of gears turning. Nodule gets smaller. Disappears. And the vein, without having a source of corruption to latch onto, quickly shrivels, dries, and snaps off the wall. You have cleared the dangers. Wangdoodle's right arm. However, there's no eyeball here. No other organs out of place. Perhaps it is time to look elsewhere.
Way to low-key foreshadow that his other eyeball is also fucked.
What? No. No way.
Is Kozlo's cannon just keeping watch on the eyeball?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Kozlo
Make
didn't
sure it doesn't
feel
run
like
away
moving
anywhere.
the cannon around constantly.
We
Right.
did it!
Rain, as you approach this door, make me an investigation. Actually, no, make me a perception check.
I love how consistently bad I am at perception rolls, even though I have a +7 in them. Looks great to me.
Great. Nothing wrong about this door. This orifice to you looks very similar to the one to the north, swollen and shut. Not even remotely big enough for anyone to get through, unless you're a boneless slime.
You got any of those?
Kozlo,
I mean, we do have one of those.
Kozlo, actually, make me a perception check with advantage.
Yeah, that's gonna go well.
Uh-oh. Nice. Wangdoodle, do you want a flash of genius?
No, I'm running kind of low on those. Let's salvage what we can.
Flash of Genius, the 5?
Yeah.
I just had to.
I mean, it'd be a 100% turnaround.
You all don't notice anything strange. Just this portalfice, this aura door, is closed tight. Perhaps the same thing that worked on the northern door will work on the southern door.
gonna... It's okay. The last time, it didn't hurt that bad. It was actually kind of nice. Wangdoodle will reach up and touch the adjoining musculature with some frostbite.
Wangdoodle, as soon as you cast Frostbite, something feels wrong. Your left arm at the shoulder begins to hurt and ache so badly that you immediately remove your hand from the flesh. When you bring your hand back, it is covered in a thin layer of slime. Not only is the wall not warm, it's exactly the opposite. It is hammy, less than room temperature, and the slime that is currently on your hands emits an extremely foul.
I'm starting to become very, very concerned about what the so-called professionals are doing up there. This just seems like expired lubricant. There's no other way to say it. What is going on?
I love how Wangdoodle is blaming other professionals when it is his own body riddled with sloe.
How did it get there? And the days go by, and the sloe is gone.
Do you not remember the last time you mucked with the sloe, and the time before that, and the time before that, Wangdoodle?
You mean my entire academic career?
All the wacky hijinks that ensues. This is just wacky hijinks. Concentrated and distilled into your own body.
What do you mean vaping every day from a young age was going to have consequences on my health?
Sick never put screen limits on him as a kid. Well, so I don't know what. Anybody have any ideas?
I mean, it's hideous, but we could try heating it up. That was painfully cold.
Cue
Kozlo.
Kozlo and
Kozlo voice.
Swab, because you were both about 10 feet from Wangdoodle, Kozlo, you have double sight, and Swab, you have true sight, about to 10 feet. The rest of you, dark vision friends, do not notice this, but the slime on Wangdoodle's hand is a disgusting shade of pea green.
Gross.
Gross!
What's gross?
Wangdoodle's got weird jizz on his hands.
What's weird about it?
Do I need to answer that?
Yes! One said lube, one said jizz. What color is it?
It's green.
That sounds like an infection.
I refuse to accept that Kozlo would find weird green slime that smells weird.
Yeah,
Offensive.
that kind of sounds like a
I only
jam,
said
to
it
be
was
honest.
gross because C-Swap did.
Just trying to fit in.
He learned it from watching you, Dad.
Can we tell him to give him medicine? Has he been giving medicine?
Medicine check.
Okay, sure.
Do I recognize the green stuff?
No.
Gross jizz.
Just
No,
gross
you
jizz.
don't. My body doesn't make green stuff. Gross.
Have you been hanging at the Olive Garden with undesirables, Wangdoodle?
Like, Wangdoodle just looks at C-Swap like, C-Swap, you know exactly where I've been. If I have not been here at your side, I have been in the hangover bag.
hangover.
Except for the brief period of time where I was a pilot, and no one needs to know what happened in the cockpit. Outside of that, I've been with you the whole time.
Cockpit.
It's a green slime.
It is.
It's a green slime that smells terrible.
Green slime. Green. All right. I'm looking through what I could have for green slime.
And it's cold. I mean,
Cold. Yeah. Cold, green, putrid slime.
I mean, Rain has spells that do necrotic damage. Does that sound like necrosis to Rain?
It does.
It sounds like your arm's dead in there, Wangdoodle. Like
Well,
it's necrofied flesh.
Well, you know, can't save them all, I guess. Well, I mean, that doesn't change my opinion on what to do next. We're gonna at the spot where Wangdoodle had touched. Is there still did the slime that he picked up, is that still absent on the wall, or has that been replaced?
As you watch, it is slowly coming back. But because you are using dark vision, you can't tell really what color it is. It just looks wet, just like the rest of the wall. If Kozlo or Seaswab hadn't pointed it out, it would have been hard to discern from the rest of the wetness of the surrounding tissue.
Yep, I'm convinced. All right, Wangdoodle's just gonna rip a firebolt at the suspiciously wet. Mostly out of paranoia, but also like, well, you know, if it's necrotized anyway, no reason to keep it around. Also, this stuff, I want to get it off my hand. So while flicking his hand to get rid of the slimy wetness, he'll accidentally push the button to launch a firebolt off from his tools.
Oh god, accidental surgery. Wangdoodle, just roll damage for me for your firebolt and nothing else.
Sure. I must roll the attack before I roll damage.
Just do it manually.
Nonsense. We'll just do 4d10, because why not? Now is not the time to roll well. Now is not the time.
Wangdoodle, you take 13 damage.
Oh no!
As you fling the firebolt at the door, it makes a sizzling sound, and the resulting smell is awful. Just putrid. The smell of burning dead enters the chamber. And really the only one that's not affected by the smell is Grabella. Can I have everybody except Grabella make me a con save?
In one moment, I had to log back into the game.
No problem. Seaswab, you succeed. It's disgusting, but you keep your lunch down.
Ah.
Kozlo, you are afflicted with debilitating nausea. And you are currently you are momentarily incapacitated as you double over, puking your guts out.
Gross!
Same with Rain. Wangdoodle, you are not bothered by the smell of burning rot. It's your own brand, after all. Sea Swab, you've smelled worse on the high seas. Grabella, you don't have to make the save, as you do not have to breathe. As
Rain just like lets loose in Wangdoodle's aorta.
That's gonna get infected again.
Maybe bad placement here.
There's puke inside your stomach where the puke goes.
There's puke in my
We're
puke hole.
not in the stomach. The stomach's down. Rain is standing right over Wangdoodle's heart.
Wangdoodle, you are afflicted with a severe case of heartburn. And for a moment, at least
Too
for
many
a while.
mozzarella sticks from Queen Rain.
Oh my god.
I gotta stop ordering jalapeno papas at midnight.
Is that blood or marinara?
Oof.
50-50?
Wangdoodle, you are afflicted with 1 level of exhaustion as your friends make the acid levels of your chest a bit higher, and the heartburn is starting to affect you. Whenever you make
a new series of exhaustion?
It is. This is 2024 exhaustion. So every time you make a d20 roll, for each level of exhaustion, your roll is going to be reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. Your speed is reduced by a number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level. And when you long rest, it will remove an exhaustion.
Did I miss a roll? Sorry.
You do not have to make it. You do not have to breathe.
True.
So, I still have the exhaustion level from being a dragon, yes?
Yes, your exhaustion would be 2.
Yay!
We are going to take our break just a little bit early. I need to go get. So for right now, quick pause. Go ahead and take a 10-minute break.
Is ice cream?
Yeah, it's ice cream. As Kozlo and Rain spend a little bit of time getting their act together. The rest of you. And Wangdoodle looks significantly worse for the wear. The door under Wangdoodle's firebolt does open. We'll be back in 10 minutes to explore Wangdoodle's left arm. I'm back. They only delivered the liner I ordered for the 4 and not the box. It comes tomorrow. Whee! I looked outside. There's one small box. I'm like, this is not it. Not what I'm waiting for.
This was the cat litter box?
Yeah, I got a liner replacement for the 4 because they like to scratch at the rubber, and sometimes a litter sticks to the scratched rubber. So I wanted to replace the rubber part, and I ordered the rubber part, and that's the only part that came today. They were supposed to both come today. Excited. Now it comes tomorrow. Free.
No.
Tales of the cat litter shitter.
These cats and their litter and their boxes.
Yeah, little shitter. Poor Wangdoodle, if you keep doing damage to yourself, you're gonna get giga exhausted.
I'm a hazard to myself.
So currently your speed is reduced in. And your rolls are going to be reduced.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not problematic at all.
1 minute till we resume. Is Rain back?
60,
Nope.
59, 58, 57, 56.
Rain not back?
Right there.
I said
Their
I'm
mic
back.
lit up anyway. Yeah.
All right. Let us resume. Wangdoodle, as you do some heavy damage to the necrotic flesh that's on your shoulder, you do manage to burn it away with your firebolt. The dead flesh, no longer there, but the absolute pain that shoots through your left shoulder brings you to a knee. In your chest cavity, the sounds of your friends Rain and Rain and Kozlo retching echoes through your chest. Rebella may just be looking confused, and C-Swab is nonplussed.
You guys okay?
What about my friend Wangdoodle?
You are not your own friend.
Oh no!
However, the way oh my god, this is Robo-Doodle noises as the door opens.
Apparently.
The way to Wangdoodle's left arm opens to a narrow corridor. You can see
the
the
rocket
bones.
launcher's been installed.
This is where one of the rocket launchers is installed. However, there is some wrong-looking connective tissue at the elbow, similar to what you saw on the right arm, as it is slowly regrowing. There's also some swollen tissue. It makes the way going a little bit cramped that is up against the eastern wall of his arm. The way it pulsates in a uniform manner makes it stand out from the rest of the flesh. Rain, you are no longer in. And Kozlo, your incapacitation also passes. But so does all the luncheon.
What happened?
Oh, you didn't smell all of that awful necrotic flesh that Wangdoodle just burned up.
Oh, I don't smell.
Oh, right. Hang on just one second.
Ugh. I can't sympathy vomit, but I don't want to.
Please don't.
I can baby bird it into you if you want.
That's even worse!
Maybe before we go performing traumatic things to your flesh, Wangdoodle, we can get a heads up next time.
Wangdoodle looks up at Rain while slowly trying to get back to his feet. Yeah, I'll give you a heads up every single time I'm going to experiment, because I definitely have no idea what's going on right now.
There's no hot
By
air.
the way,
Go ahead.
the amount of existential anxiety from just experiencing what's going on here, like, this now is not the time for this. But you know what? I think we'll be okay.
Look, I get it. We're all also in here with you, which is also highly anxiety-inducing. I can only empathize with your situation. I understand. But maybe we're a little bit more gentle with the experiments, at least while we're all inside of your body cavities. For your own sake, if nothing else.
I mean, sure, but I mean, what else are we going to do with necrotic flesh? And also, I appreciate that, yes, it's a little weird. You're in here watching the renovation with me, but I am the only one that's going to have to live with the results.
Well, no, we'll all live with it too with you. We have to deal with you.
Wow.
You have
It's
the
not
route where I
wrong,
don't come back all OBKB, So there's a chance you're just going to kill me off anyhow.
Well, we're all gonna die.
See, now you're thinking. All right, let's get going.
There is no blast of hot air as you burn a new door into Wangdoodle's left arm. But the smell of burnt rot and pus does subside. You see now the large lesion that takes up most of the space on Wangdoodle's shoulder and upper forearm. It is dark red, and everything just looks wrong. The muscles are knotted. There's also some nodules, and the whole thing just looks like it continues to grow before your very. There is also some infected flesh, elbow, where the joints are attempting to regrow. What do you do?
Can we see what this thing is up here? Like, on his shoulder? Like, what?
Yeah, make me a medicine check.
A medicine check?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really need a medicine check to know that your shoulder's not supposed to fucking do that?
Well,
Like,
you definitely know that, but you don't know what it is.
okay.
Come on, Dr. Doogie Rain, MD. It's
I will
definitely
flash of genius this.
okay. Rain, your 13 becomes a 17. But what I was going to tell you is that it looked like some sort of foreign growth. This is possibly worse. Cancerous tumor embedded in his upper arm.
Wow.
It's not a tumor. Yeah, it's literally a cancerous tumor.
But it looks safe to enter otherwise.
It does.
No. I lost the 50-50 on the superhero lottery.
Wangdoodle, you've got a really big tumor here. There's no sugarcoating it. That looks bad. But this looks different than like the slow infected stuff, is what you're saying? Like this is something.
It looks like the cells in his muscles are just growing too fast here. They're overlapping each other, growing without reason, just chaotically. The tumor spreads from floor to ceiling. It's at least about, well, if we were to compare it to your normal height, about 9 feet tall, very misshapen. It's not perfectly spherical like the cysts, or even oblong. It's just kind of lumpy, gross to look at.
We could try excising it.
Yeah, Wangdoodle looks like he could use some more exercise.
Exercise the demons.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of keeping this. Let's go ahead and get rid of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, it's starting to wear me out.
Okay. Question, Christina.
Yeah.
This looks very different from like the rest of Wangdoodle's flesh wall and stuff. Like it looks like it's a tumor, a proper tumor.
It does, yeah. However, it is way too big to take out in one blow. And you don't think even piercing it with Kozlo's little ball will do much. You're not even sure if it has sloe in it.
I could try something, Wangdoodle, if you would like. We'll discuss it openly. I could try to disintegrate it. It is a large foreign body it should be with some delicate finesse.
I'm not really worried about the delicate part, you know. I would go with just, some kind of mechanical replacement for this arm if we needed to. Are you okay? Like, do we have the budget for that? Or is this something like
Medical debt is in shambles.
What's your insurance?
You mean, can I afford to cast the spell? Yes, we're fine.
Yeah, she has United Elf Care.
See, because I'm kind of concerned because I technically have not really started to receive my paychecks yet, so benefits not really active, you know?
Well, that's only because you're always drunk and hiding in the bag when it comes time for paychecks to be handed out.
We really need to set up some kind of like direct deposit system because you know.
Hey, HR has been contacting you about that for the last few months. Yes, you should really read your emails.
Did you ask HR to reach out to me about this?
It's just a thing HR does, right? That's how HR works.
HR is not
CEO
contacted you
passes
about this.
down to some delegate and talk to the person sitting next to the CEO for 2 months.
There's literally no way for Wangdoodle to refute this in a court of law. So this feels like a foolproof plan.
Don't worry.
Also, Raid has fully bankrolled Wangdoodle this whole time. So
I would hope so. You haven't paid.
how do you think we get paid, Wangdoodle? You have to be there for the gold split when we're adventuring.
Look, the jobs you ask me to do carry a very high cost, and I have to recover.
From the hangover.
You say hangover, I say physical reset. You know, but it takes a lot.
Potato, potato.
Yeah.
Well, right.
So, I'm sorry, what are we talking about here? You want me to pay you?
No,
you want me to pay you right now, presently?
You're green lit for the disintegrate.
I'm so confused. Or, I don't know, if Grabella has some kind of very sharp weapon and not, her flail, maybe she could try to scalpel it away.
Wait, how can we encourage Grabella to get double crit? Can we force the hand somehow?
I don't know. They do have that thing that chops off shit. But...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But then it's still here. We still have to get rid of it. So I feel like
That's
disintegrate
true.
is still the move, unfortunately. As much as I want to cut and slice things.
Well, you've already said that if you lose the arm, you'll just rebuild it, right? So
Yeah, that's fine.
because Raid has plenty of spells, but the subtext there is Raid has plenty of spells because she did not come prepared to be on a magic school bus trip inside Wangdoodle's body today.
Yeah.
Because what sounds actually like a perfect spell for exactly this? Flesh to stone. You know what Raid does not have prepared unless we know that we're going to need it? Flesh to stone.
Yeah. Which, yeah,
Oh.
it's fucking fair.
So I guess we're going to try to disintegrate the fleshy tumor.
Puma.
Rain will come kind of like to this corner here where it looks like it's attaching itself to Wangdoodle's healthy cells. Like right here, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And she'll try to start there to get enough purchase to start and then to kind of swing the disintegration ray then clockwise from there. So she's not shooting it at any of Wangdoodle's healthy flesh. She's trying to sweep it in the direction that the rest of the tumor goes.
Okay. Wangdoodle, I will not require you to dexterity save for this, as the tumor is not moving.
Well, I'm not targeting Wangdoodle, I'm targeting his tumor.
Wangdoodle, Wangdoodle. Alright, you begin targeting the
Doodle boom.
tumor. Doodle boom. 76 damage. There's a thin
Wang
green
disintegratable
ray
doodle.
springs from your finger. You begin attacking the bad flow. It cuts through easily, creating a thin line of smoke. Wangdoodle, you do not feel this as Rain is attacking these nerveless cells. And as she pierces a hole in it, see the walls slowly crumble down. exposing a small nodule. The rest of the tumorous wall disappears as Rain carefully excises the tumor. Disintegrate. There is nothing left of flesh. A small scar as to where it once was, and a very small pile of ash. The tiny cyst of sloe that was causing this is connected to the wall as you finish up your careful excision.
All right, I think Kozlo's up next. There's many things to slurp. I'm really at a loss for the appropriate verbs to use, Kozlo, in relation to whatever it is you're doing.
Yep.
A nodule of sloe is connected here.
We slurp that nodule.
Slurp that nodule! It and the vein disappeared. There was only some dead flesh, connective tissue, connecting his elbow and his forearm. This looks like it must be cut away. It's old,
All right.
and stringy.
We need this slicey one.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh god. Thank you. My movement keys were not working. Alright. We gave me like a dagger or something last time, right? Yes.
Just get a little bit closer to the elbow where the flesh is.
Ah, which is like here?
Right here.
Alright. What would you like me to do? Use the dagger or athletics or
What do you feel is appropriate? You want to pulverize it with a bludgeoning weapon? Or perhaps just pierce it? Perhaps a slashing weapon. Something sharp, clean.
what was the weapon you gave me last session, Kozlo? I can't remember. I don't think I actually have it on me. Is the problem?
Wasn't it like a sickle or something?
Yes, it was. And I don't have that on me. So I guess I would just use an athletics, being as it's still in Kozlo's bag.
Yeah, make me an athletics check.
Yeah, I had a sickle that I would have given you.
2 9s is still a solid 22. Rebella, the dead flesh with the dagger in your bag is no match for you. It is barely connected anyway, at least to you. Like, put up a bit of a fight to your friends, like pulling apart a chicken wing. Rip! You pull off the flesh with ease, exposing the new, tiny bones. There's only a single vein now at the southern part of the wall, connecting to a door that is just 2 muscles swollen shut together.
You did it!
Okay. That's that felt it felt weird in that I didn't feel anything.
Not even like a pins and needles, like you bumped your funny bone?
No, not a thing. Watch the whole, just no actual physical reaction to any of that.
Huh. That's probably
Yeah, I'm
actually a
hoping
really
that's
bad
not-
sign.
Yeah, lot of variables in the air right now. We should probably keep cleaning this stuff up, yeah?
Yeah.
Kozlo will attempt to slurp this vein.
Okay, you can safely get close enough to it. You attach your orb to it, stab the needle in, suck out the sloe. This one doesn't go away, though. The source of it, probably deeper in. It is connected to the wall, and the wall is swollen shut. Thick strands of muscle are pressed together at the seam going down the center of it, vertically. It is a veritable wall.
The door in front of us is.
It's just a couple very thick pieces of muscle pressing together vertically. There's a seam down the center of it. You think it might be a door.
That's something we can force open? Preferably without inflicting more
possibly.
damage on you.
I mean, I could give it a look and see what happens.
Wangdoodle, make me an investigation.
I'm okay with these. You know what? Yeah, I'll guide myself.
Okay. The muscles in your wrist, plus all of the tendons there, are both strong and delicate. These ones are swollen together, creating kind of this pinched nerve sensation. You could force it open, but it has the chance to damage the tendons. If you used athletics or similar to force it open, and you roll too high, you could damage it. You need just enough force to open the door beyond. Not too much, as if you might, then you might risk tearing the tendons, keep your wrist bones together. In game terms, you will need to roll between a 19 and a 24 to open this door. Any higher, and you will damage yourself. Any lower, you will not open the door.
On an athletics?
On an athletics check.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think that's mathematically possible for me right now.
Can I open the door for you?
You might rip his arm off, it sounds like.
Yeah, there's a...
Then maybe like Ranger Seeps one?
Does anyone have any tranquilizers on them?
I could try something. You said these are big muscles?
Mm-hmm. Muscles and tendons. The muscles are swollen, and it's causing the tendons to press together.
How big are they're non-magical objects.
Correct.
How big are they?
I'd
In
say-
game terms, in like size category terms.
We'll say about 6 feet tall and 4 feet wide.
So that's within a medium creature, right?
Yeah.
Medium size?
Yeah.
I could just animate them and have them move. I can animate a number of... Hang on, let me look at how this... I have to actually read the bottom text here.
You can read it for us. Destroy the dead air.
Sorry, like I'm trying to like this is weird, but yeah, I'll just link it in chat.
Sure.
So I can choose a number of non-magical objects within range that are being worn or carried, aren't fixed to a surface, or gargantuan. Equal to my it's equal to my spell casting ability modifier now, which is
So each target
5?
animates Sprout's legs and becomes a construct that uses the animated object stat block.
Okay, so I could do. So there's like a combination of like 5 muscles and tendons here. I can animate them to move out of the way and recoil at least for a bit.
Yeah, sure, I'll allow it. It's
Creative.
creative.
I like it.
Maybe that is enough to at least allow space in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
You want to animate Wangdoodle's tendons?
I guess so. Getting weird with it.
Okay. Rain, as long as you are concentrating on animate objects, you have control over Wangdoodle's left hand.
Stop hitting
There.
yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
There are your tendons, Wangdoodle.
Your tendons sprout legs. Science. What do you command them to do, right?
We're going to have them
Wall of tendons.
loosen, like go slack, right? Because that's how tendons work, right? I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we're gonna command them to just chill,
Just
relax,
Just chill, bro.
just chill, bruh, chill.
Okay, we're gonna move your tendons out here.
Your tendies.
The tendons begin to move. I'm gonna move Wangdoodle slightly. And they open up, releasing muscle. Rain, you still have control over Wangdoodle's hand. However, door open. Your animated tendons.
Quit hitting yourself.
The animated tendons do their job as Rain forcefully controls your heart. The hand beyond is floppy, just like the other extremities that you've entered. You see Wangdoodle's other eye beyond, somewhere in the pinky finger. There are white blood cells here. You are all covered in sticky green bile. Let's see if the white blood cells are fooled by your disguise. Oh yeah. They don't even notice you as the tendons dance to the side. They just sit there.
Okay.
Does anybody
I guess
want to
that-
fetch your eyeball?
Oh yeah, Kozlo, you still got the shrinkifier.
Yeah.
I believe you have 8 charges of enlarge reduce in that magical item. There is, however, another sloe nodule down on the ring finger, Wangdoodle, and the giant eyeball. What do you all do?
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
I mean, I can shrink it and then deal with this low thing.
Maybe
Someone else
shrink it
wants
and
to
then
move it.
I
yeah,
can move
Grabella
it.
goes with you. Perfect.
Wait, is that hole too small?
I don't think it can be made any larger. I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
Once Kozlo shrinks it, it should be fine.
Right, I more meant me, not it.
Oh, I think you're fine. You don't have that pokey armor anymore, right?
I do.
Oh, well.
The white blood cells quiver slightly where Bella enters, but they do not get closer to her. You see the eyeball now, Grabella, is much larger than you, though you feel confident that you would have the strength to carry it. Kozlo, you see a cyst nodule in the ring finger.
We will zap the eyeball with the shrinky thing.
Right. You cast Enlarge Reduce on the eyeball, making it the size square of a softball.
I might have squished it a little bit, sorry. Oh, never mind, it's fine.
This will last for 1 minute.
Alright, get that back with the other one, and I'll deal with this.
Your Bella will grab it. Run it back to where the other one is, which I think is just in this room. Yes.
Just a heads up, Wangdoodle says he just lost power.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Wangdoodle, no.
Coming
Wangdoodle,
back.
no! We need you!
Claire!
Claire!
He has to dip back into the dreaming. Go back under anesthesia. Shh, shh. Sleep, sleep.
Sleep, sleep.
Sleep.
Alright, Kozlo,
Yeah.
slow-filled cyst is in front of you.
We do a little slurp.
Slurp it up.
Just like with the others. Quickly disappears under your sucky. The vein that was connected to the wall shrivels up and disappears. Rain and Wangdoodle and Sea Swab, the vein that is here to yourself, also shrivels up and disappears. They were connected. The body that you are currently in lurches for a moment, causing all of you to become a little unsteady under your feet. Either Wangdoodle is stirring, something has happened. The body goes still once. The white blood cells move. Slowly, but they move towards the wrist. What do you all do?
Kozlo, you want to get out of there so I can let these tendons go?
Kozlo hurries out of there.
Rain will let the tendons go back.
Okay, the tendons go back. The door shuts once again.
Shall we carry our comatose Wangdoodle and see what's going on in his neck now?
Okay, party. Hello? Pulse check? Alive check?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the other room.
Kozlo, Sea Swab?
I am down to revive Wangdoodle. Get his power back. Get his power back metaphorically and literally and in game.
Wangdoodle will come along with you.
Get back in the fucking bed.
The entrance to the neck was a tricky one. Just involved slightly tickling. But it might cause you to be thrown into the room due to Wangdoodle's sneezing. What do? The last time you opened this door, you just tickled the wall. But Wangdoodle's subsequent sneeze sent her hurtling into the room. And then the flap closed behind her. Hello, am I muted?
So-
Hello?
Yeah, sorry,
That-
I'm trying to process what that meant. So we need somebody to open the door who might get sucked in again, right? That's what we're worried about.
Correct.
Well, hopefully
Good
it's
thing
a
I
lot.
brought this NyQuil so he won't sneeze.
Hopefully it's a lot less swollen in there, but I went in once. I guess I could open it again if you guys want. Oh,
There's
Rain will
no way
stop
we could do
constant-
like a door breach where like one of us like kicks it open and jumps to the side.
I mean, we also need to see in it, but yeah, could do that, I suppose. Actually, I don't know if we can do that. Kind of have to like force our way through here, right?
Yeah, I think we have to.
All right, everybody ready?
Do we need to shrink the eyeballs?
Couldn't
I think
Kozella
we-
just like hold on to Rain as she opens the door, and then like maybe there's like a little tug of war action?
That's a good idea. I think we leave the eyeballs here until we're ready for them, because there was a lot of shit in this neck last time.
Okay.
Probably don't want them getting goopified.
Good call.
And I'm gonna open his esophagus. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Rain, how do you open the door?
I don't know. How did I open it last time?
You tickled it.
Oh, then I guess I tickle it again.
Okay,
I
man.
mean,
Make me
is
a
it a
dex-
flap?
It is a flap.
Is it like a?
It is a
Can I
flap.
not just like scooch it and like go in?
You can try an athletics check to scooch in.
Well, fuck it. We'll take it out. It's fine. I don't care.
Okay, make me a dex save.
Da-da-da.
Okay. You hear a and you are cuffed inside. You are flung forward 10 feet. The flap closes behind you. You are currently in Wangdoodle's throat. You have a feeling that if you weren't so sure-footed, you wouldn't have landed on the Feronian brass spine underneath, and would have flung yourself into these painful-looking appendages that are on the wall of Wangdoodle's. There's a white blood cell here. It's looking rather clueless. It does not notice you coming in. The nexus of where all of these terrible corrupted veins converged into one mass is no longer there. The veins have all shriveled, become like brown sticks that lie around the room. There is only this throat here you need to worry about. And if you are, and your friends are coughed inside of the room, they might not be as sure-footed as you and run into these irritations.
These irritations, do they also look like the slow veins? They're just more mutated, or do they have a different look to them?
While you have a dark vision on, you can't tell what color they are, but they don't look like they are infected with sloe. They're not as veiny or, dappled with contusions, pus. Just looks like, nodules, but with thorny, sharpened, fleshy protrusions. Perhaps something just stuck in his throat.
Raina's gonna take one step back, and she's going to. Uh, I don't see any source of like what might be stuck in his throat, though, right? Like, not seeing anything beyond the
No.
convergence of the floorbows. Okay. I don't know why Wangdoodle's neck has a self-defense system that's as vicious as all this. But he sure does.
Alright, should we all pour in and help, or should we go in slow? What do you think?
I think if you can come in, if you can force your way in and not make him sneeze, it's probably your best bet. Actually, yeah, Grabella, here, I'll step out of the way.
Okay.
If you can force your way through, and then maybe you could, like, can you drag Sea Swab and Kozlo through, or at least be there to catch them if they flop in? I just don't want anybody falling into spiky tendrils in Wangdoodle's throat.
You guys want to be carried, or what do you want?
Uppies.
She'll pick them both up and tell them to tickle the throat.
Oh, no, don't tickle the throat.
Okay, then what?
You if you can push your way through, that would be ideal, I think. So you don't
Alright.
irritate his throat anymore. Because you
You
might get sneezed into the thorny bits.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Or if you can push them through, that also might work.
Alright.
Grabella's gonna baby Bjorn one of them and then use her other arm to push her way through.
All right, make me an athletics check. Since you are carrying two of them, it's going to be a pretty high DC.
Hope we get a good roll.
Oof,
God.
doesn't even matter.
These are my babies. I take them wherever the heck I want.
We'll
I
say
mean,
Wangdoodle
friends.
goes with you. You bring them all in. I grabbed Rain as well, my bad. Wangdoodle, Kozlo, and Sea Swab. Grabella wraps her powerful arms around you and brings you through the flaps in Wangdoodle's throat. She
Such an
muscles her
unfortunate
way in. Her footing is sure. And she delicately puts you down on the other side. The flaps close once again, powerfully, not letting anything through. You are all on the other side. If your footing wasn't as sure, you might have slipped into these irritations. Now, you stand on Wangdoodle's neck bone, leading up to his skull.
Neck bone's connected to the skull bone.
I'm glad that song is helping. All of these veins in here have shriveled and browned. The nexus, Rain, that you had seen before that was blocking access to the skull, no longer there. What do you do?
So I don't think these are supposed to be here, but I can't tell if they're all slowy or not. So, Sea Swab or Kozlo, what you think?
Like,
There's a lot of veins in here.
The
They
blue
are
ones
all-
are all desiccated.
they're all
though,
dead.
I think.
All of those veins
Oh.
are dead.
It's the viney movie ones.
Also, if you want to try and diagnose those, you can make me a medicine check.
Oh yeah, that'll go well.
It's classic. Yep, throat sticks. You got that a lot in Muck Home. Terrible things, throat sticks.
Oh yeah, throat sticks.
Oh god.
Grabella or Sea Swab? You can try and make me a medicine check to see if you can diagnose what these are.
Easy. Here we go.
Sure. Why not?
Don't think they're neck sticks, but I couldn't tell you what they are.
Maybe next sticks? Boy, you're not sure, but they don't look like they should be here.
It's lupus.
It's never lupus.
Rain, you can make me a medicine check.
No. I think they are throat sticks.
So good at this.
Yes, he has just a very infectious case of the throat sticks.
Definitely an acute case of the throat lupus sticks.
Well, since you all don't know what it is, it'll be hard to decide what you want to do with them. However, if you want to avoid them, you'll have to carefully walk across the brass spine. This will require an acrobatics, so you don't fall into the throat sticks.
Which also means we have to get his eyeballs through here.
That is correct.
Surely we can just like bowling ball them along the spine, right?
I mean, what if these things like whip his eyeballs? We don't want to fucking scratch up his eyes. I'm pretty sure that's bad for eyeballs.
An artificer
Isn't that
that
all
can't
just like
see.
LASIK?
I feel like an artificer that can't see is going to be next to useless. So.
Yeah,
I know.
You have a feeling then if those eyeballs get into the throat sticks, it could cause permanent.
Not to metagame, but knowing that our DM's previous occupation involved eyeballs, she would never let bad things happen to the eyeballs.
I know exactly what would happen if your eyeballs got throat sticks. That makes me even more dangerous.
Yeah.
Good old eyeball throat stick prompt.
I mean, we could just like, I'm telling you, we just bowling ball them along the spine.
I mean, I can't say I've ever
Look, I
heard
heard
of
the thing. We
throat
all,
sticks before.
all right, one person goes as far down as they think they can go, okay? The next person goes not quite as far, and then we take turns granny rolling the eyeballs to each other along the spine to keep them safe. Granny roll statistically the highest percentage success of 50-50 to make it.
Why don't I just walk forward and see if they hurt me, and then we know whether it would hurt the eye or not?
You can
That's true.
absolutely try.
See if they have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
Well, or
Grabella
whatever. React on their own.
Walk.
Right there. Make me an acrobatics check, Grabella, as you walk across the spine.
And die a little on the inside. Nope, we're not very graceful.
Grabella, the spine is round and kind of slippery. Although you are strong, your footing is not as sure. And you fall into one of the throat sticks. As immediately as you touch it, it wraps around your torso. The hardened, fleshy protrusions digging into your body. They squeeze. You are currently grappled. Make me an athletics check.
That I can do.
Rebella, you succeed in breaking the hold on the throat sticks. However, you do take some damage in the process. One moment. This is considered piercing damage. Because you are raging, you take half from it. You take 22 points of piercing damage.
Damn.
But you do get back on the spine as you climb back up. As you look down, there are holes in your armor the size of a fist where these massive spines have pierced through.
Yeah, I don't think the eyeballs are surviving the throat sticks, you guys. I think we gotta get rid of these.
How tall is it in here?
It's about 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. So flying is not going to work really.
Yeah.
Just thinking like if people can fly, they at least don't have to worry about falling off, I guess, the spine.
That is true. You could fly over the center of the spine. The problem is if you slip off of the spine and land in the throat sticks, as we are now calling them.
Mhm.
I could also just start attacking them and see how we could remove them.
Problem is that I feel like they're maybe sort of supposed to, like they're a part of Wangdoodle. I wouldn't want to hurt Wangdoodle. That's the only thing I'm scared of if we just like fight them or destroy them. Give Wangdoodle fucking meningitis or something.
Grabella, as you were standing there, you do see a white blood cell.
There's also some of those cells that get angry at things that you don't understand.
But it's distinctively not angry at I'm sorry, the throat sticks.
Yeah, that is.
So presumably they're supposed to be here if we're using that kind of logic. I could shield everyone one at a time to get everyone across. It would take a lot of spells, but I could do that. If some people can get themselves across either by teleportation or flying, that would be helpful.
What are you all going to do
And-
about the eyeballs?
That was the thing. I can, like, Grabella, if you can carry the eyeballs, I can shield you to shuttle them across. If you're carrying it, they would be protected by the shield. It wouldn't even matter if you actually went along the spine, then at that point you could just go right through the throat sticks, probably.
She could also like just dragon wings fly across with them too.
Well, that's why I was asking. I don't know if 10 feet is high enough for her to effectively fly. I don't know.
If
the
you
DM
fly,
rule.
you do not have to make the acrobatics check because you are not walking across the spine.
Okay,
You could fly to
probably
the other
do
side.
better. Yeah.
The only problem
so
is
Grabella could get
falling
across.
off of the spine.
So if Grabella can carry the eyes across one at a time by flying, I could shield Kozlo and Sea Swab to get them across.
Can I still?
Unless you guys can fly.
I mean, I can fly, and I also think I still have spider climb from my thingo.
Oh, well, yeah.
Both are
Spider
options.
climb would work.
It's actually still active, and it lasts up to a day.
So you could just spider climb straight across the spine, actually, because you just can't fall off it.
Kozlo will just do that.
Well, hang on, Kozlo, stop, come back. You have to shrink the eyeballs.
All right.
Yeah, we need you. But yeah, these things are gonna freaking hurt.
The way back down Wangdoodle's throat is closed. You could tickle it open, causing Wangdoodle to swallow and potentially moving you all back 10 feet.
Well, Grabella and Kozlo have to go back to shrink the eyeballs and carry the eyeballs anyway, so...
Oh, Kozlo, you will be immune to any force movement since you are spider climbing.
So theoretically, I could also carry the eyeballs. I would just probably have to carry them one at a time.
If you enlarge reduce both of them, you could very easily carry both.
Oh, okay.
It's a concentration, isn't it? Or is it not?
He's casting it through The magic item.
Yeah, it's through an item, so I don't think it's concentrate because I know my spider climb is concentration, so
We'll say for this purpose it is not.
You still have to push your way through the flap unless you want to tickle it and send us all skittering. Well, actually, I guess if you can just go back by yourself, we could all get across, and then you could shuttle the eyeballs with your spidey sense.
yeah.
And you could
That
very
could work.
easily tickle the wall since you are immune to forced movement.
Okay. Well, here, let me do this then. Grabella, why don't you just keep moseying, and then Rain is going to cast Resilient Sphere on the Siswab.
Super monkey ball.
And then she's just going to roll him in Grabella's direction. Here you go, Grabella, if you want to start rolling him with you.
I'll take C-Swab and roll them to the other side.
Rolling.
Roll.
I need to
Rolling.
pop my wings real quick. But yes. Which I'm sure won't tickle at all. I don't know why that made an attack thing and didn't give me my wings, but I hit the button.
Alright, let me enable those bad boys.
I don't know
Grabella-
why the bubble goes on Rain, even though I targeted C-Swab.
Yeah. We're learning today.
But the swab is shielded.
Grabella, you unfurl your wings. What do you do with Super Monkey Ball Sea-Swab?
Roll him towards the other door.
Roll.
Rolling.
Rain, what do you do about Wangdoodle?
Since Grabella's got her wings out, Rain will then target Wangdoodle and shield him. And Grabella, you want to come get this one? My last 4th level for now.
Well, come get Wangdoodle.
Alright, you grab him.
Move him to safety.
Right, and you
Perfect.
move your friends in a sphere to safety, rolling him over the spine.
Okay, and then Rain will hover herself across. Ta-da! So we all want to probably be as close to this side as possible for Kozlo to go in, so we don't get swallowed back into the spiny bits.
Correct.
Alright, everybody better get in position before Kozlo opens the door. Kozlo, you give me the word on when you want to open the door. You will be immune to forced movement, but your friends will not be.
Everybody ready?
What if Rain is hovering? Does that help?
Trying to think of if you would cough and you had something floating in your throat. I would say Rain is...
We're technically in liquid if we're being anatomically correct, so that's why I'm asking. Yes or
none
no.
of this is anatomically correct, let's be...
Right. That's why I'm asking the question.
It's the magic school bus. We don't play by those laws.
I will say no, you are going to have to grip onto something.
Okay. Everybody hold on to the cell wall.
Okay, everybody make me an athletics check if you choose to grip onto something so you are not forced back 10 feet while Kozlo opens the
Oof.
door.
My -1 athletics. Heyo!
That's pretty good. I will make it for Wangdoodle.
I'm gonna crit it real quick.
Grabella, you just hold on to the spine like a god.
Ooh.
Oh, Wangdoodle has a -4 to this check. Wangdoodle will use Genius. Poor Wangdoodle. -4 plus 5 is a 9. Wangdoodle's gonna be hurtled back 10 feet.
Wangdoodle, no!
Kozlo, you open the door, and you can go through at your leisure. Wangdoodle is hurtled back extremely close to the white blood cell. Wangdoodle is 2 levels of exhausted, and is not really performing at his best.
Time out. That's no. He rolled a 13. Thank you. He got an 8 on his roll plus 5. I don't know why it's
-4.
plus-
Because he has 2 levels of exhaustion.
But he rolled an 8 before you added Flash of Genius.
Let's see.
It does have the -4 in there.
Yeah. Did it?
8, 12.
Because it only gave him +1 from the Flash of Genius. Does the exhaustion take away from his Flash of Genius?
Let me look at the exhaustion. When you make a D20 test, D20 test encompasses the 3 main D20 rolls: ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. If something in the game affects D20 test, affects all 3 of these rolls. No, I would say no, it doesn't. So Wangdoodle is actually fine.
Corbello would be
Rain's fucked.
trying to fix it either way.
Wait. Kozlo, the door shuts behind you. The 2 eyeballs sit there, large and unblinking.
We will zap them both and quickly pick them up.
Okay. 1, 2. You have 2 softball-sized eyeballs in your hand now. How do you get back through? And what do you do with your cannon?
Cannon, I guess we're just going to dismiss it.
Okay.
Because I don't think it can come with me.
Cannon is dismissed.
And we're going to, I guess, tickle again, try and get through.
The flap opens, and since you are spider climbing, you are not forcefully moved. Wangdoodle coughs. But the rest of you are against the far wall. They're not pushed back. Grabella crit her save and is not moving for anything short of a miracle. The flap shuts
Grippy
behind
thighs.
you. Also, you have 1 minute until those eyeballs become normal sized again.
Spider climb along.
All right, I got him. But we're on a time crunch here.
Oh, C-Swab, you want to open the door to Wangdoodle's hopefully brain?
Hopefully, brain. 1, 2.
Survey says.
As you open the corridor, a long strand, the final vein, creeps under his chin and goes towards his nose. It is covered by a thick layer of. There's a massive skull here, presumably Wangdoodle. It is deep, hollow, toothed. Looks like a kobold skull. What do you do?
Corbello will make sure Kozlo gets through by passing him forward.
Kozlo will just like spider his way across the whole thing.
Kozlo, make me a perception check.
These always go so well. Oh,
Hey,
actually,
look
these
at that.
don't.
Kozlo, you hear something in the skull, squishing around, making a wet, slurping. Kozlo, make me a stealth check.
Oh, great.
You quickly stop moving as you hear the wet sound slurping around inside Wangdoodle's hollow skull. It sounds like something is actively scraping around on the inside of his head.
Through the bond, Kozlo will just say, like,
I think there's something in Wangdoodle's skull.
I hope there's something, but what do you mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think his brain might be a monster.
Oh.
Oh, God. Okay.
But these eyeballs are gonna get big soon, so we gotta hurry.
I just want to take a moment and just remind everybody to zoom out to appreciate the artistic rendition of fucking
Yeah.
Wangdoodle. Like, that's just incredible.
This will be in my nightmares in about 45 minutes when I go to bed.
Okay, anyway, sorry. Let's go beat the shit out of Wangdoodle's brain.
Yeah. Carbella's gonna move in front of Kozlo and take a look around.
Okay. Arbella, do you peer inside the empty eye socket? Kozlo, the eyeballs in your pocket are beginning to quiver. They're going to become their normal size any second now.
Sure.
I will attempt to set them down in this corner here for now.
Right, you drop a couple eyeballs here. They fit kind of between the loose flesh and the skull. Arbella, make me a perception. Thank you, Game Master.
Better than
Eric,
normal.
right? Whatever it is, it's too quiet for you to hear. Or maybe just too deep inside the skull. But Kozlo, you definitely feel it. Your spider climby feet, embedded to the skull, feel something moving around. Liquid. Definitely in there. Making some sort of scratching, wet scratching sound.
Maybe if you slurp up this last slow vein, that'll lure it out, Kozlo?
Okay.
We will give it a try. We slurp the slow.
Okay.
Unless we want to go through the eye socket and fight this thing on top of Wangdoodle's brain. Give him all the brain damage.
You pierce the vein. Last bits of sloe are sucked out. The vein desiccates, dries up. The squelching stops. From out of the eye socket oozes a single flesh-colored tendril. And then another, and another. Looks like a pink, fleshy mass starts rolling out of his skull, all at the same time, a wave of gore. The pustulent shambler that was making its home in Wangdoodle's skull rolls out and wonders just what dares disturb its feast. I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
I saw that 17. I thought it was mine. It was not mine.
Oh.
All right, we will give Wangdoodle some generic 18-4. He's on the board, fellas! The party can help direct Wangdoodle for the sake of this combat. But for now, the fleshy mass, the leftovers of the sloe that have been rolling around in Wangdoodle's skull, have come alive and are irritated that you have disturbed its feast. What do, Rain?
We're pretty confident this isn't Wangdoodle's brain.
It is not his brain. However,
This is his brain on drugs.
Any questions? However, Rain, man, it stinks. Rain, make me a con save. All right. Any creature that starts its turn within 10 feet of the shambler must succeed on a con save or be poisoned until the start of your next turn. If you succeed, you are immune to the stench for 24 hours. Rain, you do not need to make this roll anymore.
Oh god, it smells so awful. Wangdoodle's gonna feel so much better when all this is over. It's gonna be like brand new Wangdoodle. Got rid of so much preventative care was done this day. Okay. Let's lead with an insight check.
What would you like to know?
Hit me with an ability it's got.
Alright. Let's see. Let's do this one. The Shambler loves to bone rot. If a creature fails its saving throw against the Shambler's pseudopod attack, they become infected with bone rot. An infected creature develops the first symptoms and general weakness. Within an hour, as your bones start to rot from the inside. At the end of each long rest, the diseased creature must succeed on a DC 18 con save, or your strength and dex scores are reduced by 1d4, and your walking speed is reduced by 5 feet. The reductions last until you finish a long rest, after the disease is cured. If the disease reduces your strength or dex to 0, you die. A creature that succeeds on 2 saves against the disease recovers from it. It can also be removed with lesser restoration.
Okay, nobody get hit by this thing. Cause we ain't doing this shit again if you fucking rot your bones. Okay? Okay. I think Rain is going to... Rain is going to cast Slow on this guy. Where's my Slow? There's my Slow. Boom. There we go.
Alright, the Postulant's Shambler will make a wisdom save. And crit. It automatically succeeds and is not slowed.
That's rude as fuck. Well, okay then. Raina's gonna bonus action. Blade Song. That's it.
Alright, next up, Kozlo.
Since we don't have cannon, we will use our bonus action on Hex. We will Hex the Bone Rot.
Alright, what ability score are you hexing?
Do its wisdom.
All right. It will have a disadvantage on wisdom ability checks.
And we're gonna firebolt it. It wants me to do advantage on this. Am I supposed to have advantage on firebolting it?
It would just be normal. Once you fire it off, I'll see why it wants to advantage. Oh, it thinks it can't see you. No, it would just be normal, but you definitely hit it.
Okay.
The firebolt hits the wall of flesh, sizzles, and goes out as if you were snuffing a candle in a pile of meat. It is immune to fire.
Hooray!
Your favorite.
Okay, we're gonna step back just a little bit. We might as well. I've been having low rolls all day. We might as well have another one.
Classic. All right, does that
Oh,
end your
my
round? All right.
Yeah.
Wangdoodle, since he is not here, will just do a generic action unless he wants to be directed by his other party member. Does anybody have any input aside from Wangdoodle casting Chromatic Orb at this thing?
That
I think
is
he
more
said
or
he
less
was
what I
getting low on spells, so yeah, just probably just cantrip it.
Cantrip it? Sorceress Burst?
Yeah,
What damage
like let's
type?
not spend. I don't want to spend any of his spells. Well, obviously not fucking fire.
Please say fire.
Lightning! No, not lightning. Well, the first things we encountered lightning made them stronger, so I don't know if we want to do lightning.
Up to you.
Usually-
Discuss.
What are his options actually? I don't even fucking know.
Acid,
like,
cold,
he's-
fire, lightning, poison, psychic, thunder.
Is there irony in doing psychic damage inside Wangdoodle's brain?
I
It's
hope
not
because
to
that's like
its
80%
brain.
of Rain's damage.
Yeah,
Like Thunder's probably not awesome in here, but like we could try the psychic, sure.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay, psychic damage it is. He has -4 to this roll because he has 2 levels of exhaustion. But he hits. He chooses psychic damage. And the Shambler is not immune to psychic damage as it screeches and bubbles. Just some amorphous blob of flesh. Wangdoodle will backslide and end his turn. Rebella, you're up.
All right. Move just slightly closer. And we're gonna start swinging. Sure, let's be reckless. That sounds fun.
The 28 will hit.
The damage button's making it weird. Let me try again. It is being really weird for me. It's got like all my other icons over it. Let me see if moving it works. No, I cannot roll this.
What is it? Sorry, I what does it do?
It is not letting me hit the normal button. It will let me roll critically, which is not what we want.
Oh,
Just cancel everything. It's gonna do it anyway.
I mean
should
that.
undo that.
Ooh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna undo that.
But it's not letting me do. Let me try again. It wants me to completely re-roll the whole entire thing.
Go ahead. Just go ahead and re-roll the whole thing.
Okay.
You hit before, so if you miss, we'll just consider it a hit. We'll roll until you hit again, just so we can pinpoint the problem.
Yeah, that was being really weird. I don't know why. Yeah, even if I... Oh, okay, this time it worked. It's getting caught on my, like, icons of where I have rage, fly, all this other stuff on the side of my screen. So I don't know if that's conflicting or what.
If you can send me a screenshot of what it looks like,
Yeah.
try and fix it. But you hit it for
36.
36 points of damage.
And then we will do it again.
It is immune to the fire from your Strike of the Fire Giants. That'll still hit. A 1 and a 9.
Let me grab a screenshot of this real quick. It does. Yeah, the buttons are just being fucky. I got it on the third press that time.
Alright, 24 damage on the second hit. Grabella, it's like hitting a giant pile of ground beef.
I don't like that. Alright, and then I want to bonus action a potion.
Alright, you quaff a potion of supreme healing. ND4 plus 20. You recover 42 HP. The magic knits your
Amazingly,
wounds together.
That's my last supreme healing.
Cool. Alright, Grabella, does that end your round?
Yes.
The Pustulant Shambler's turn. The Shambler screeches from an unknown orifice, the sound echoing through the cavern. As it's been struck by Grabella, takes out its wrath on her. Two meat-looking pseudopods rise up and begin lashing at Grabella mindlessly. Grabella, make me real quick a con save, please.
Tap, tap, tap. Oop.
Okay. You are immune to its stench for 24 hours.
Not smelling is going real well.
That's pretty useful.
It's my superpower.
This is going to lash out with its meat-like pseudopods at Grabella. And will do so with advantage because you used reckless attack.
Yep.
That'll hit. Grabella, make me another con save. Also, I wish to use Flash of Genius.
No.
Okay. Wangdoodle will not either. And Grabella, you take 8 damage from the pseudopod as it lashes down at you. It leaves a stinking pink residue on your arm that attempts to seep into your skin, but you shake it off. This must be the bone rot that Rain mentioned. Attacks you
This
again.
is really gross.
My god.
This time it crits you.
Oh,
Grabella,
no.
make me a con save.
It's a good thing con saves are my thing.
Christina's rolling crazy tonight.
Flash of Genius, Kozlo? Nope.
We
Okay.
assume a 23 should be good.
Grabella, you are not contacting bone rot, but it does 13 damage to you, and it will attack a third time. That'll hit. Hey, Grabella, last con save for me. Resist the bone rot. Ooh, but this one might stick unless Kozlo Flash of Geniuses.
Might be a solid one to flash, just in case.
Right.
You're cool.
Wangdoodle will not, but Kozlo will. Grabella, you take 6 damage from the lashing pseudopod, and you do not contract bone rot. I am going to delete diseased. You would have
I really
contracted
think
it.
you guys should stay behind me. There's something really gross about it.
You narrowly avoid taking the bone rot disease, which would rot you from the inside out. Terrifying prospect, considering you are already dead. It will shamble as it oozes off the chin of Wangdoodle's skull, dripping in thick, acrid puddles. It will end its turn. C-Swab, you're up.
Alrighty. I will insight check first here. Let's see what we got.
What would you like to know?
I'll just take the HP.
It is.
And then we're gonna go. We're gonna go. You know what? We're gonna go tried and true. I like tried and true.
Currently, what you know is it is immune to fire.
That's fine. I'm gonna throw Chromatic Orb at it though.
That'll hit.
I'm gonna try and hit it with. Let's get some information. I'm gonna try to hit it with some acid.
It is immune to acid damage as it hits the boiling flesh and disappears with a very satisfying.
I'm gonna take a step back and be like, oh yeah, sorry guys.
Didn't you twin spell that?
Twin spell just goes higher level.
C-Swab, you are moving out of its threat range. Do you choose to move? You would take an opportunity attack.
Oh, then no.
Okay, move back to where you were then.
I realized I was that close.
Yeah. It's pretty big.
Yeah, the twin spell, quicken spell still confuses me. Like,
It changed in 2024, so.
yeah, it's just I gotta remember.
What?
Yeah.
There's literally nothing descriptive about twin spell, like in the name of twin spell that applies to anything it does. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Rain, you're up.
Neat. Well, we know it doesn't like psychic damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. C-Swab, make me a Constitution save.
I don't want it.
C-Swab, you are poisoned.
I have poison resistance.
Poison the damage and poisoned the condition are two different things.
Yeah, but I'm resistant to it.
That is true.
They're still different things.
C-Swab, you will have disadvantage on your attack rolls and ability checks as the overwhelming stench from the shambler washes over you.
Ah!
It reminds you of the stink that you encountered in Wangdoodle's left shoulder. More pungent. Rain, you're up.
My insight, it's... Oh shit, that's 20.
You can know two
Hell.
things.
How does it feel about dex saves?
It saves at a -3.
Okay.
There we go.
And how does it feel about force damage?
It is not immune nor resistant to force damage.
All right.
Punch the wall of meat.
Rain is going to lead with her Mind Sliver.
It'll make a save. Absolutely fail the int save. And is mind slivered.
And then we are going to... We're just gonna trauma dump on this guy. We're gonna disintegrate at 7th level.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
How do you still have? Didn't you already use disintegrate?
I use it at 6th level, yeah.
Okay, it has
But I can use it at 7th level and 8th level and 9th level.
Holy shit. It has -3 due to its dex and -1d4 due to the mind sliver. It will have to probably crit to make this save. It does not crit. Rain, you extend your finger towards the pile of meat. The green beam enters the meat and it slowly starts to bubble. It gets a little bit smaller, and now there's a green smoking hole in it. But it still shambles towards you, as it is still alive. It rolled a 3. It's furious.
Great. Love that for me. That will be the end of Rain's turn.
Kozlo, you're up. You are 15 feet away from the Shambler and do not need to make a stench save.
All right. Well, it was not susceptible to fire damage, so we're gonna try ringing the bell.
You can ring my bell.
Ring my bell. Oh my god, that bell's so big.
Bell. It'll make a wisdom save.
I'm sorry, what? You just did
Advantage.
44 bell damage?
Oh my god!
That's harder than I hit.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Kozlo's been holding out, man.
Wait a minute, what?
Shit.
I rolled almost max on several of those dice.
Oh my god. However, it's immune to necrotic damage.
For fuck.
No!
No!
To be fair, it is stinky, gooey, and gross. We should have expected it.
Kozlo leaves. He's done with this.
Good luck, Wangdoodle.
I can't use fire. I can't use.
Alright, fine,
No fire, no
Bells.
necrotics.
Wait, are you just gonna go suicide by throat stick? Is that what was about to happen?
No, he's
Yeah.
just leaving.
I'm just gonna exit. I can't remember what she said about force damage because it doesn't apply to me, but wasn't that a positive thing?
Yeah, force damage. Yeah, that's what disintegrate is.
Kozlo, anything else with your round?
Kozlo can force it.
You know what? No.
No.
Kozlo takes a turn to pout.
Yeah, Kozlo pouts.
Wangdoodle will just sit back and cast Sorcerer's Burst. He will still hit even at the -4 and choose psychic damage. Doing 23 damage to the Pustulant Shambler as it lets out another screech. He is also far enough away to not be affected by the creature's stench. Grabella, you're up. You notice the pustulent shambler starting to exude a thick green ooze.
Does this look like the crap from before?
It does. It actually looks just like that.
All right.
We need to kill this thing quickly or we're gonna get gooed.
In which case, she will start swinging to hopefully put a large dent in that.
That'll hit.
Fire thing doesn't work, but I'm just hitting the buttons.
Hey, you reckless attack it for 34 damage. As you hit it, Grabella, the green stuff that is oozing splashes back up in your face. You take retaliatory 7 acid damage.
No, I don't think I'm resistant to that. I think it's only poison.
That is correct.
Yeah. Fire. Did I get psychic? That doesn't sound right, but okay.
Again!
Oh no!
Now I get to hit that button. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Grabella, you take retaliatory acid damage. 3 acid damage as you splash acid back in your face. Grabella, how do you end the shambler's gooey life?
He just hits it on the far end and pulls it towards her, slicing the whole thing in half.
The two halves of the gooey shambler. Like emptying a large package of Costco ground beef.
Oh god.
Just flop at your feet, quiver and dissolve in its own acid. Nothing left, just but a pungent, sickly smell of rotting meat and pus. The shambler, no more.
Alright, what else do we gotta do? I need a fucking bath.
Maybe plug the eyeballs in and, I don't know, get the fuck out of here?
The mucus wall that is at Wangdoodle's nose, without the pustulent shambler there, begins to dry up, slough away, revealing a passage. What do you do with the eyeballs?
Yeah, we
Shove them
try
where
to
they need
sock
to
them
go.
in. Yeah, sock them in.
Hey, Grabella, do you want to be the one lifting and placing the eyeballs where they go?
Yeah.
All right, make me an athletics check. This is an advantage because you are raging. Easily enough. Bloop. Bloop. You roll the eyeballs into the skull where they need to go. Ah, they fit perfectly. Rain, the mucus dries up, disappears, revealing a thin passage at the end of his nasal cavity.
Oh, are we going to get ejected through the nose? All right, everybody ready? It's like when those circus gnomes get shot out of the cannon.
I hate that, but you know, fair.
All right, Rain, what do you do?
Is everybody ready? Just in case we all get catapulted out of his nose.
Yep.
I guess Rain will, I don't know, she'll pluck a nose hair.
The cavern quivers and opens. A nostril. A way out.
That nostril's like 20 feet from where it needs to be. I hope Catherine's got that on control.
The skin.
We're
Max has got
coming
it under
out!
control.
All right, here we go. Should Wangdoodle come? Wangdoodle should come out too. Yeah, we should put him back in the dream. Put Wangdoodle back in the dream.
Oh boy.
Rest
Yippee!
of this is gonna
Wangdoodle
hurt a
jumps
lot.
into his nostril. Wait, Rain, do you enter the nostril?
I do.
See Swab, Kozlo, and Grabella. Your exit awaits. Only Grabella is left, lingering in the skull.
I went out. Yeah.
You all escape Wangdoodle's flesh prison. Wangdoodle is hurtled back into the dreaming. One moment, please. You all are shunted out of Wangdoodle's nose and return to your normal size. Whether that was all a fever dream or you were actually in Wangdoodle's body, you're not sure. But as you look down at Wangdoodle's prone form, you see Catherine holding her hands over Wangdoodle's body as she continues casting regeneration on his skin. Hetty looks on with concern as Alara meets Rain's gaze for just a moment as her eyebrows lift with worry. Go back to Wangdoodle and then back to Rain. She shakes her head at the absurdity of it all, but is thankful that you have gotten out alive. Wangdoodle shudders, and Catherine's dark blue gaze turns to Seaswab. Whatever was inside him is now cured. Quickly, Seaswab, place your hands over his heart and give him the shock of life.
He's gonna walk up, rubbing his hands together, Shh. Always wanted to do this. Claire!
Wangdoodle's body arches
I did not
under
give
the
him on
shock
this.
and goes back down. Again.
Claire!
Wangdoodle's body arches again. His eyes roll into the back of his head, and he coughs. Alara puts a gentle hand to his forehead. Good. His fever is cleared. There's no more traces of sloe or infection. You all have done a marvelous job. Saved your friend's life. But I fear he needs rest now. Shall we take him back to House Lunesti?
Yeah.
Your friend needs rest. Significant amount of it. I'm sure he will be very thankful that the procedure was a success. Alara very carefully scoops up Wangdoodle in her arms, showing really no effort in doing so. Let us all return to House Lunesti for some much-needed rest.
Hooray!
I need a bath.
You are all standing around, covered in bile, sticky bodily fluids, and, well, any other untoward thing you might find inside a body. But the most important thing, that Wangdoodle You have cleared the sloe. Kozlo, you now have a bomb of sloe in your inventory. You are not sure what it does or its potential, but you've seen the effects of sloe. This will contain it and any essence of it. But if you are feeling particularly evil, you could unleash it. And that choice is yours. Seaswab, you have brought your friend back to life with some shocks. And the power of lightning and the storms still arcs through your body as you are still realizing the full extent of your power. Your patron, Azrael, snickers in the back of your head. Not evilly, more like a cheerful giggle. But as you bring Wangdoodle back to life, there is that laughter back of your head as your patron approves of you defying death once again. Rain, Alara does seem to share some concerned glances with you, but this really says nothing. The dreaming is a place of imagination after all. Hopefully, Wangdoodle's psyche made it out intact. And Grabella, with your power, you have defended your friends once again from threats both external and internal. As you have brought down the pustulant shambler with a single strike full hook. Everyone returns to House Lunesti for some much-needed rest and relaxation. And a bath. Maybe 2 baths. That is it for today's session, everyone, as Wangdoodle's flesh prison is over. Wangdoodle is saved, and he has a new skeleton. But what does this mean, and what new powers has he gained? Seaswab is still realizing his full potential, as he is now bringing people back to life with the power of the storms. The blue Abishai awaits. As after some much-needed rest, definitely about 3 days worth of rest, you will continue your adventure and decide where to go next. That is it for today, everybody. We have a relatively hard stop here, so that'll be the end of the session. We'll see you all next week as we continue the story of the Abishai. Thank you all for joining me today.
All right.
Hooray! Bye.
Hooray.
I gotta go.
All right. Bye.
Hi, everyone.
For everyone else, have a good night. Have a good week. I will see you next Monday.
Boy.
See you.
Bye. All right, chat. Chat. Hello. That is it for today. Hey, animate skeleton inside a person opportunity. So, wild magic had caused Wangdoodle to lose his skeleton suddenly, and he collapsed into a pile of flesh. His friends went on a journey of thought in order to figure out how to get Wangdoodle's skeleton back, but instead decided to build him a new one. But some corrupted poison inside his body lingered, and they went inside him, magic school bus style, in order to combat it. But now Wangdoodle has a new skeleton made of magic-resistant brass. In the next session, we will find out what new powers this will give to our friend. It is literally the Magic School Bus episode, yes. Well, thank you, chat, for joining me. We play Arctis every Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. I hope you'll join us for our next session. Thank you, chat, for hanging out today, and thank you, Zen, for the sub. Thank you, Game Master Eric, for the raid. Hey, Game Master Eric Raiders, appreciate you. First time chatter, Elena 4 Dragon, what's going on? Eric, thank you so much. Good to see you again. Good to see you. One of these days, I'm going to catch you on, and I'm going to give you a follow right now, sir. And share the love back. Us DMs got to support each other, you know? Etc. Thank you for hanging out in chat. Appreciate you. Game Master Eric, good luck with your post-session stuff. I have to work on some stuff as well as we continue our Blue Abishai arc. Eventually, the end of the first full story of Arctis. Excel, thank you for joining us. You Spud, do you remember those episodes? Yeah. Yep. Ugh. We've had spider episodes, we've had magic school bus episodes, but now get a little more traditional. We go back into some high fantasy, some politicking, and some secret. Players will hear of next week. GG. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Want to catch more Arctis or catch up on the VODs? Check us out over on YouTube, ! YouTube or YT in chat to catch our VODs in full. If you just want to put them on in the background or just want to support us, we are a small D&D channel. All your likes and subs are greatly appreciated and seen. If you just want bite-sized parts from our sessions, little 1-minute clips of some of our funny moments, check us out over on Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky. As we post clips from our sessions there, you can also watch our YouTube shorts over on YouTube. I'm your DM's Arena. Hey. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the raid, Sam. I hope you're... I'll see you in just a couple minutes as I go downstairs. Appreciate you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I hope to see you next time.